Hello dear audience, welcome back to the channel. Breaking news, Dispatch strikes again. And this time, BTS's Jungkook finds himself caught in the center of a mystery that fans can't stop talking about. Was he really forced to reveal a hidden connection to the so-called Winter Company? Stay tuned, because what started as a simple post turned into a full-blown storm across social media. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, because trust me, you don't want to miss what's about to unfold. It all began on an otherwise quiet Monday morning. Dispatch, known for its explosive exclusives and controversial scoops, uploaded a photo of Jungkook. At first glance, nothing seemed unusual. He was seen leaving a small cafe in Seoul, dressed in casual clothes, hood up, mask on, his usual calm demeanor intact. It could have been any other day. But what truly shook the internet wasn't the image itself, it was the caption beneath it. Winter met him again today. 5 words. That's all it took. Within minutes, fans around the world froze. That name, Winter, wasn't random. For weeks, whispers had been circulating that Jungkook might be spending time with someone connected to that name, a new artist from another major label, praised for her elegance, mystery, and quiet charm. Was this confirmation? Coincidence? Or something else entirely? As always, the internet didn't wait for answers. In less than an hour, social media turned into a detective agency. Armies began analyzing timestamps, cross-referencing cafe interiors, matching outfits, and comparing background reflections to old photos. Theories exploded everywhere. Some said winter was a poetic metaphor, perhaps a code name from Jungkook's unreleased lyrics. Others were convinced it referred to a real person, maybe even something romantic. That's when the intrigue transformed into full-scale tension. HYBE, known for stepping in fast whenever false rumors appear, remained completely silent. No confirmation. No denial. Just silence. And in the world of BTS, silence doesn't calm things down, it only feeds curiosity. As questions multiplied, fans began demanding clarity. Why had Dispatch used that name? Was it deliberate? Was Jungkook being targeted, or was this an orchestrated attempt to create headlines out of thin air? Those who have followed BTS since their debut understood the weight of this moment. Jungkook has grown up in the spotlight, from being the youngest member, the Golden Magne, to becoming one of the most recognizable artists on the planet. Every step he takes, every gesture, every glance is magnified 1,000 times. And this time, that magnification became suffocating. Within 24 hours, the post had spread everywhere. Old interviews resurfaced. Clips from variety shows were re-examined for hidden clues. Someone even dug up an old V-Live moment where Jungkook mentioned loving winter nights. Suddenly, fans claimed it was evidence, proof of something deeper. But what exactly? No one could say. Yet the internet doesn't wait for facts. It builds its own narrative. And once again, Jungkook found himself at the center of attention for something he never intended to create. Behind the scenes, sources close to HYBE hinted that Jungkook was under visible stress. According to one insider, he had wanted to clarify the situation immediately, but the company advised caution. In this industry, timing is everything. A single sentence can calm a fire or turn it into an inferno. So Jungkook chose silence, until he didn't. A few nights later, something unexpected happened. Without warning, Jungkook went live. No teaser, no schedule, just a quiet stream. Fans flooded in within seconds. The comments section exploded. Is this about Dispatch? What's happening? His face appeared on screen, calm but clearly tired. For a few seconds, he simply looked into the camera, reading the endless flood of messages. Then, in that soft, honest voice fans know so well, he said, "There's something I want to say, But it's not what people think. The entire fandom went silent. He continued, choosing his words carefully. People always want to know the story. But sometimes what they think is a story is just a moment that someone else made bigger. The words were gentle yet powerful, honest, yet deliberately vague. Was he denying the rumor? Confirming it? Or simply asking fans to give him space? The live lasted just 11 minutes. Before ending it, Jungkook gave one of his small, reassuring smiles and whispered, "Please don't worry." But the internet never stops worrying, especially when it comes to BTS. The following day, HYBE finally broke its silence. Their statement was short but firm. "We are aware of the recent media reports regarding Jungkook. We ask the public to refrain from speculation based on unverified information." That was it. No denial, no explanation, just a polite request. Yet, in the language of the entertainment world, such a statement speaks volumes. It was enough to spark even more debate. Was HYBE protecting Jungkook's privacy? Or was this an indirect acknowledgement that something might be true? Dispatch, for its part, refused to clarify anything. Instead, it doubled down by releasing another photo, same cafe, same day, but this time from a different angle. In the background, a faint silhouette of someone wearing a scarf appeared. Fans quickly pointed out that Winter had been seen wearing a nearly identical scarf in her recent posts. Coincidence? Or choreography? Nobody knew. But the timing was too suspicious to ignore. Over the next few days, fandom split into two camps. One group defended Jungkook fiercely, accusing Dispatch of exploiting his name for attention and clicks. The other, smaller but louder, claimed that this was proof that the truth was finally surfacing. And in the middle of it all, Jungkook disappeared from public view. No more lives, no more comments, no sightings. Just silence. Then came the twist that reignited everything. Late that week, Winter, the person at the center of the entire story, posted something cryptic on her own social media. Just one word, cold. No caption. No emoji. Nothing else. Within minutes, it went viral. Was it just a poetic caption? A response to the chaos? Or a subtle message meant to confirm the rumors? Nobody could tell, and yet, everyone had an opinion. At that point, the story became bigger than the people involved. It wasn't just about Jungkook or Winter anymore, it became a commentary on how fame twists truth, how curiosity mutates into obsession, and how even something as small as sipping coffee can become a worldwide headline. For Jungkook, this wasn't merely another rumor. It was a test of patience, of trust, and of how much privacy an idol can protect in a world that demands total transparency. And through it all, one thing stood out. When faced with chaos, Jungkook's first instinct wasn't to hide behind corporate statements, it was to talk directly to the fans. That sincerity, that desire to connect beyond rumors, is exactly why millions continue to stand by him. In the end, the truth behind the Winter Company mystery may never be fully known. But perhaps that's not the point. Because in the world of celebrities, where every smile becomes speculation and every silence becomes a story, sometimes the real truth is simpler: not everything you see is meant to be understood. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the unfolding